Atattoolier, which is a combination of two words, tattoo atelier. Not sorry for my appearance, not like I look better in other occasion. I just had this thought in my mind straight ahead when I woke up, oh man, just do it. So I'm doing it. So I'm recording this video. I'm from Eastern Europe that I immigrated like about 20 years ago. And when I was younger, we didn't have much, like the economy was not the best. Currency exchange wasn't the best too. I grown up with this kind of thing that whatever you want to do, you just have to do. When I was 18, I was a part of a team where we were making a music video for a band. And I was responsible for like a post-production, like a kind of grungy effect and stuff like this. Now it's very easy. You just press one button and the filter is just applied. You can do this on your phone, literally. Back then, it was a little bit harder. I had to do everything manually. So technically, I'm not sure if you remember, there was a Paint. It was like a kind of software. It was like an app drawing app. It was a part of the Windows. So I drew up a grungy effect by aerography tool. There was a 420 individual frames being created, frame by frame, manually. Then every frame had to be saved and it had to be transferred to a Photoshop, where Photoshop could take the transparency and remove the background, so then later it could be amplified to a video making a software. It was a hell of a lot of like time-consuming process. Everything has been done by hands, manually. And just a quick reminder, back then the speed of the movie of the videography was 24 frames per second, which means then if you apply a frame with a dirt on it, you cannot even really see it. Your eye is not going to recognize it and probably not even appreciate my effort. Anyways, I became a very big fan of those kind of like very raw videos, especially music documentaries from a different part of Europe. That's probably why I know so many bands. The videos were very raw. Most of the time they were like recorded by a standard old-fashioned VHS camera, but nobody cared about the post-production effect. Nobody cared about how clear it was. Everyone was like more about the subject matter. And I know for an average consumer, the way how things looks are more appealing. Probably that's why a Polish poster art has never been so big, because it's so strong from the subject matter side. It's more like an intellectual conversation that not everyone is capable to understand, where actually the image was the secondary, the aesthetic was the secondary, the interpretation of the image was a priority. Since I've been visiting tattoo studios for many years now, I've been getting tattooed by so many different people in Europe and stuff. I had this idea to create the documentaries exactly the same way like I saw them in the past, like very raw, but to show what people have to offer. Because there's a lot of studios that looks the same, they're just shops and maybe they are not even interesting. But once upon a time, there is someone who is like more artistically influenced in the stuff, and the studios looks completely different. The studios work more like a workshop. And I also wanted to focus on the people, on tattooists who do artistic stuff after working hours as a tattooist. A lot of them, they are painters, graffiti artists, printmakers, and you can call it. I also wanted to make a short interviews. For many years, I didn't even feel like comfortable enough in front of the camera, so that's why I was like postponing it for forever. Probably that idea was much more before podcasts were a thing. Then later, when I actually built it up at the confidence and I started to messaging the people, the most original personalities, the people who has something to say, they said like well, man, sorry, but you can come to my workshop, we can paint together, but I don't want to be on a camera, I'm not confident enough, whatever. So I don't blame them, because I was the same. I had to change, but I'm not saying it's a mandatory. I changed for a purpose, not like I feel comfortable, but I just do it because it has to be done, simple. So there is no blames for anyone. However, I still want to show something. So once upon a time, if that will be no interview or whatever, I'll try to show you cool places that I visited, mainly the tattoo studios that are workshop. That's why I came up with this name, Atattoolier, which is a combination of two words, tattoo atelier. My aim is not to show every tattoo studio. That would be pointless. For me, my aim is only to like focus on the individual personalities who are capable to create art besides of tattooing. I'd like to invite you to follow this journey and stay here with me.